This method is also cleaned up a bit, got rid of some of the variables that we don't really need anymore. So the first thing we do is, if the user is null, we throw an unauthorized exception. The next thing to do is to get the main email as the user's email and get the user ID. Then we get the display name sent by the request and the t-shirt size sent by the request. Then, this is new, we load the profile. Might not be there, but we go ahead and load it anyway. Then we need to check that it actually existed. So check if it's null. Then if it is null, that means it didn't already exist. We need to set the display name either to the value passed in the profile form, or otherwise, if the display name wasn't passed, get the default name. And again, similarly with the t-shirt, get the value passed by the form, and if it's null, set it to a default, which is not specified. In this case, not specified. And then we need to actually create the profile. So this was our call to create the new profile. However, if the profile already exists, just call update method, passing the display name and the t-shirt size, which, remember, one or either of these could in fact be null. And then we save it in the data store as we did before. Here the code's just been made more concise, and we return the profile. Now let's take a look at profile.java to look at the update method, which is pretty simple. Takes the display name and the t-shirt size, checks each one if they're null. If they are null, doesn't do anything with that property. If they're not null, that means the user updated that value, so update the appropriate property. That's all it does. This doesn't do the saving, because remember, we do the saving back here in saveProfile. All right, let's see if it actually works. So I deployed to localhost and came over to our old friend, the APIs Explorer. We have some profiles, so let's see what they are. So get the existing profile, and you see that the name is Apple Turnover and the t-shirt size is XS. So remember that, Apple Turnover XS. Now let's save the profile. And we're just going to update one of the properties. Let's change the display name to ice cream cake. So we'll save that, and remember that the existing t-shirt size is XS. So let's see what happens. Okay, good. So the display name was set to ice cream name, but the t-shirt size was left as XS. So now we know that we didn't get a new profile, we just updated the existing profile.